Great practical joke, Jim. Got me go to the annex. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Waleed Hosseini, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I stay motivated and keep on training year after year. Now, I started when I was 19 years old. Let me put up a picture for you real quick, what I used to look like. It has been about 9 years since I've been training, and in this video I'll share with you how I stay motivated and keep on training. Okay, here's what you need to do, and this is what I did, is to stop comparing yourself to others, because when you compare yourself to someone else, you're always going to compare yourself to someone who's better than you. And hey, you don't know what that person does what that person does to get there, to get where they are. What you need to do, and this is what I did, was to compare yourself to you, and the best way to do that is through progressive overload. A little history lesson for you. Progressive overload was developed by US Army physician Thomas Dell Orme. I'll put up his name, in 1940s to help soldiers rehabilitate from their injuries. Now, how does this help me stay motivated? Good question. To stay motivated, I want to see results over time, and the best way to do that is progressive overload. So how does it work? Now, how it works is that when you go to the gym and you lift weights or do body weight exercises, at first you find the exercising challenging and your body's going to be sore after the exercise, maybe not the next day but the day after. Now, this is because the exercise is new and it shocks your muscles, like your muscles haven't been trained in that way. Now, after a while, your body is really smart and it will start to adapt, and you won't feel the same soreness, or you won't feel the same pain as you did when you first started. Now, this is where you need to, when your body adapts like this, you need to make it difficult. So when your body adapts to an exercise, you need to make it more difficult. Now, I'm not saying to make it so difficult that you're going to fail. I'm talking about incremental improvement, small steps. You need to set yourself a goal, and this is what I do, is I set myself a goal that is difficult enough for it to be challenging, but not so difficult that I can't achieve it. Now, I need to be able to achieve that goal by taking small steps over time. Think of it like a stairway. Every small step up the stairs is an improvement, and at the top of the stairs is my goal. Now, if your goal is too difficult, you will make some progress in the beginning of your journey, but somewhere along your journey you're going to trip and roll down, right back down those stairs to right where you started. And this is really frustrating and you'll feel like giving up. Trust me, I know, because I did. This is where progressive overload can help by taking small steps. Now, when your body adapts to your workout or to a particular exercise, you need to make it difficult by increasing. First option is the weight. You can increase the weight to make it more challenging, or two, you can increase the reps to the number of repetitions that you do in each set, or three, you can increase the actual sets. So if you're doing 3 sets, then you'll need to do 4 sets. And 4 is you can either increase or reduce the rest periods between each set depending on your exercise. For example, if I want to get stronger in my pull-ups and want to do more pull-ups, I will start doing weighted pull-ups. Now, when I do weighted pull-ups, I can either increase the weight, which is like in week 1 I will pull up 5 kgs for 5 reps, and then week 2 I will pull up 7.5 kgs for 5 reps, week 3 and week 4, so on and so forth. Or I can increase the number of reps or the number of sets. For example, if I'm going to increase the number of reps from week 1 to week 2, or I will increase the number of sets from week 1 to week 2. Small incremental improvements, small steps. Preferably I'll increase the weight, which is the load, first, because I want to reach to a point where I can't pull up any heavier weight, because that I will have reached my maximum amount of weight that I can lift. And then once I reach that, I will slowly increase the number of reps or the number of sets. Here's another example. let's say you want to sprint, which is a high intensity exercise. Let's say you want to sprint 100 meters for 3 sets. So week 1, you'll do 3 sets of 100 meter sprints with 2-minute rest break. Week 2, you'll do 4 sets of 100 meter sprints with 2-minute rest break. Week 3, you'll do 5 sets. Week 4, you'll do 6 sets. And then comes week 5, you find it that you can't sprint any more than 6 sets of 100 meter sprint. And this is okay, because what you can do now is reduce the rest period between your sets. So you will start again from week 1, you will do 3 sets of 100 meter sprints, and instead of having a 2-minute rest break, what you can do is reduce that rest break to 1 minute and 30 seconds. And you can do this and you can reduce the rest break for every following week until you get to the point where you're like down to your last 30 seconds and you know that you can't rest anymore, reduce the rest period any more than this. This is essentially what progressive overload is. It is taking small incremental steps to improve yourself over time. Now, how much should I increase my load by? How much should I increase the weight by? Good question. Now, I'm personally a big believer in taking small steps and being consistent. So I increase my load in my workout, increase the weight in my workout between 5 to 10% depending on the exercise. And if the increase in the weight is too significant, for example in deadlifts, like let's say I'm lifting 140 kgs, 5 to 10% is like an extra 10 kg, and that is quite a significant increase, then I will stay at that weight until my body adapts to the exercise before making any changes. And I'll explain in more details what I mean by this. Let's say you are a complete beginner watching my video. You've never been to a gym or done an exercise in your life, never lifted once. And that's okay. And now as a beginner, you'll make progress very quickly because you have a greater potential as you have never trained before. Someone who's experienced will progress a lot slower because they are already close to their maximum capacity, and even increasing the weight by 5% will have a dramatic effect. For example, a beginner deadlifts 60 kgs for 5 reps in week 1. Now, increase the weight by 5%, which is 3 kgs, 3 plus 60, 63 kgs. The same beginner in week 2 will be able to lift 63 kgs for 5 reps. It is a small incremental improvement, and it's not as dramatic as an experienced person because it's only a 3 kg increase in weight. Now, an experienced person is deadlifting 160 kgs for 5 reps in week 1. And if you increase the weight by 5%, that will equal to 168 kg. Now that is almost a 10 kg increase in weight, which is a dramatic change. Now what happens in this situation or in this example is not only will this experienced person increase the weight by a dramatic increase, but also increase the rest period between their sets because they don't want to fatigue. What is the point of giving it 100% in set 1 only to be able to give it 50% in set number 2 because you have used everything in the tank? And this is what I mean by a beginner person being able to progress very quickly and see results a lot faster compared to an experienced person who's already training close to their maximum capacity. The last bit of information, the last bit of advice that I want to share with you on how I stay motivated is keeping track of everything I do during every workout and every exercise. I write everything down on my phone. Here's a quick screenshot of what it looks like when I put it down, when I write it on an Excel spreadsheet after my workouts. Writing everything down, honestly, just everything during my workout, writing it down helps me to keep track of everything, and also it helps me to stay motivated because I can keep track of my progress, and also sort of look at the weeks or examine the weeks where I don't lift as heavy and sort of take the time to self-reflect on why this is. Now, if you want me to do a video on my workout spreadsheet, please let me know. To sum this video up on how I stay motivated and how you can too, first thing is you need to compare yourself to yourself. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday and not to someone else. Number 2 is improve your workouts by making small steps and slowly progressing through progressive overload. 3. Write everything down and keep a track of your workout. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Like I said, these are the steps that I take to stay motivated, and I've been training for almost 10 years. I started when I was 19. Now, I get the same feeling, the same pump I did when I first joined the gym. And I'll probably, I will actually train until I'm 70, 80, hell, even 90. Thank you so much for watching my video, and if you have stayed this long, hit the subscribe button and give this video a like or a dislike. No one has disliked my videos yet. I want to know if someone dislikes it better, or leave me a comment below. Until next time, peace out.